Monday, August 1st. I wasn't going to record. Actually, I was told not to, but I didn't want to forget. I want to try out my fairy lights too. And they're so cool. Gives it a different feel. But what I wanted to record so I don't forget was that I meditated this morning, and it was weird. It's been a little weird yesterday and today to meditate and not do not use tarot, because I boxed them up, and the only thing I use is just my selenite stone and my music. So I actually asked about if that was the goal of meditation, was to get to that point of being able to get guidance, right? And feel your vibration through that process. And because I'm aware that everybody has a different meditative experience and just how they go about that, right? And so I asked, and I was told yes. So then I said, oh, okay. I don't remember if I think I might have asked, but I could have forgotten. I probably forgot what the answer was, if I was going to help people get there. But I've been reflecting on that a little bit more. Just the awareness that I don't have, even not even like, listening to Allie's tarot anymore, and Dana, and I stopped listening to Chris a long time ago, but just realizing, I was getting ready, realizing that as I was putting it away, I'm like, it's kind of like the Bible. It's kind of like the Bible, when I realized that I didn't need it anymore, that it served its purpose. It served its purpose for me in that chapter of my life, and how I mean, it's in my, I didn't throw out, I'm not like, damn you, religious book. No, it's there in my cupboard. I even have I have the Mormon book, the Book of Mormon. I have the, what is it? The the Quran. I have the Quran. I even have, yeah. And there was this feeling of I thanked my tarot cards. I was just kind of like how I thank the Bible. Thank you for serving the purpose that you did in my life. Did the same thing with the tarot cards, and that's what I realized. I was like, I don't need it anymore. I don't. You often, we use these tools for guidance. We use these tools to, remind us of what we need to do, where we need to go. And then I realized, I'm like, all of this was, meant to bring me back to focus on what I need to do today. Because today is my life, right? Not tomorrow, not yesterday anymore. It came and went. It made its mark, but today is what I have control over. And so that's been the focus of my meditative experience, is yes or no questions about what I'm going to do, what my priority will be for today. And I'm good with that. I have no worries about what's going to happen tomorrow, because all I can do is worry about today, right? And it's not even a worry anymore. It's like, okay, I get what I can done according to what guidance I received. And it's cool because I even woke up with a feeling I don't have any clients today. I moved clients over because I'm actually going to my first baseball game. I invited my cousin to come with me, and it's the first, it's not the first, I think it's the first home game where Dodgers and Giants play. And I've been wanting to check out the stadium. I've been wanting to go to a game. I've been wanting to buy gear, merchandise. And so I think more so because it's, I'm embracing, right, the city as my home now. And I made it, when I mentioned to my cousin that I was shifting from being a Dodger fan to a Giants fan, forget it, man. But they grew up with it. And I told them, I'm like, it's different for you because you have childhood memories of, you know, going to Dodger games. I didn't. Like, my Dodger experience is associated with my marriage. And, you know, this is the first time that I'm kind of doing this on my own, right? Learning about, relearning or discovering, you know, what I like, what I don't like. And I really love the city, so I really want to be associated with the city and become a part of it, right? So I asked about what I could buy, so I'm gonna get a top, t-shirt or something, and a beanie and a baseball hat. So I'm really excited about that. So anyways, we're gonna probably meet up for food and then head out there. And yeah, so so I'm excited about that. So the day today, that's what it was. I woke up wanting to go to Land's End Trail to do notes, and then I was told not to, and I was just like, oh, okay. Because I really want to finish. I'm so close to finishing my notes, and I'm getting caught up, and I was just like, no, they said no. So then I was just like, okay, well then, trying to think, well, what am I focusing on? And I was like, oh, the divorce papers. So then I asked about the divorce papers, and it was like a hard yes, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, Sam, good thing they did, because I actually got an email. They were asking me where I was in the process. I was just like, oh, thank God. So I want to say I'm like 75-80% done with all the paperwork and gathering, and I'm still working on it. I sent them what I had, and so I'm grateful that I've created enough silence for me. And that was the other thing I was thinking about. Like, just the distance that I created, the space that I created between the distractions in my life, and even the people in my life, even loved ones, right? Not that they're distractions or anything bad. It's just that when you're too overly like consumed with everything outside of you, it's hard to listen, right? And to your own guidance. And so I realized, I was just like, one of the videos that will come out in 2 days, it's the one where I'm talking about my loved one who doesn't believe me in terms of my healing journey, and then realizing, well, you know, you haven't watched my story. Like, how can you judge me when you haven't watched my story? And realizing, right, this new way of healing, that, you know, my interactions with other people aren't to the same degree as others, but I'm able to work on my healing faster. And thinking about my clients who are so sensitive to energies, where their sensitivity is with other people, and oftentimes these individuals are diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and I'm seeing the pattern, and I'm just like, you're just extra sensitive to, you know, the stimulus, the environment around you. So yeah, and then there's conflict. There's enough awareness within them where they're like, but I don't like they have this awareness that society wants them to be social people, and there's worry about work situations. How do I you know, how do I navigate work? And then one of my older clients has a history of different places of work, and she's just like, I just needed to talk to my boss and let them know, like, hey, if I start blowing up, I'm gonna walk out of the you know, store, give myself, you know, far away. And even the you know, the boss was just like, do what you need to do and then come back and work. So there was an agreement, right? And so it's you know, when we put labels on people and expectations, and you know, my poor clients are struggling with just want to be alone, and I'm like, if you need to be alone, be alone. Like, that's okay. If that's where you feel more aligned, then you be alone. You don't have to be the socialite. Listen to what makes sense for you, right? And that's what I was thinking about, because I'm just like realizing, wow, it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a year next month that I've been here. Well, literally, I moved in August, so it's already a year that I moved in. My friend circle grew, not significantly, but enough to where I'm comfortable with it, because I'm preoccupied with other stuff, with my healing, with my work, with just enjoying myself and staying balanced. Like, I don't need a lot of people. I don't need that level of distraction anymore, because I like where I am and I'm happy. And it's one of these experiences where it's just like, once you get a taste for it, there's no going back for me. Like, there really isn't. I mean, how many of you can actually say that, right? And if you can, great, you're in alignment with where you need to be. But if you're not, what in your life do you need to let go of? What needs to change? And are you welcoming it, the change, to allow what wants to come in for you? So, August 1st, I'm still moving forward, and I'm not looking back. So, it feels good. It feels good to work at my pace. Even the videos, like I realized I thought I was going to be frustrated preparing the videos for the next chapter, but no, it's just the flow. And as long as I keep going and moving with the flow, I feel good. So that's all. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.